Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Nanzakia. My name is Nur Ayuni Nazrida binti Nazri and I am from Section 2. Today, I would like to present my research methodology from Chapter 1 until 3 titled Effective Communication in an Organization. First, I will briefly explain the table of contents of this presentation. This presentation consists of 3 main chapters: Chapter 1, Introduction, Chapter 2, Literature Review, and also Chapter 3, Research Methodology. I will now begin with Chapter 1. For Chapter 1, Introduction, communication is the process of exchanging information between individuals. Communication also becomes effective when the message sent by the sender is clearly understood by the receiver. In our daily life or in an organization, communication plays a very important role in sharing information, building relationships, and also completing tasks. However, communication problems can still occur due to the misunderstanding, cultural differences, or poor listening skills. Therefore, it is very important for us to study the factors that influence effective communication. For the problem statement, although communication is essential in our organization and daily interactions, many communication problems can still occur. These problems include misunderstanding messages, cultural differences, and also communication barriers. Poor listening skills may also cause information to be misunderstood. These issues may affect our teamwork, productivity, and also relationship between individuals. For the research question, this research focuses on 3 main research questions. First, what is the relationship between intercultural communication and effective communication? Second, what is the relationship between communication barriers and also effective communication? Third, what is the relationship between listening skills and also effective communication? The objective of this research are: first, to examine the relationship between intercultural communication and effective communication. Second, to identify the relationship between communication barriers and also effective communication. And lastly, to analyze the relationship between listening skills and also effective communication. Next, for Chapter 2, Literature Review, this chapter discusses our previous studies, theories, and also concepts related to the communication. For this research, 50 journals were reviewed to support the study and provide understanding about the research variables. For effective communication, there are 11 journals. From the journals reviewed, communication is considered an important element that connects people and supports teamwork. And good communication also helps individuals coordinate tasks and reduce misunderstanding. Overall, the journals emphasize that clear, accurate, and also respectful communication improve our relationship with the colleague, teamwork, and decision making. Next, for the intercultural communication, there are 15 journals. Based on the journals reviewed, cultural differences can influence our language, behavior, values, and also communication styles. Misunderstandings also may occur when the individuals interpret messages differently because of their cultural perspective. Organization and with multicultural members need a strong intercultural communication skills to ensure the effective collaboration and also harmony. The journals highlight that awareness of cultural diversity and communication styles is important for us to have a successful interaction in global and also multicultural environment. Next, barriers in communication. There are 11 journals. For communication barriers, several journals also reviewed and explained that barriers such as language differences, emotional stress, noise, and also unclear messages can also interrupt the communication process. This may cause misunderstanding between the colleague, confusion, and also conflict between the individuals. Therefore, understanding communication barriers is also important to improve communication effectiveness. Lastly, listening skills. There are 13 journals. For listening skills, the journals reviewed highlight that listening is an important part of effective communication. Good listening skills help individuals understand the messages correctly, respond appropriately, and avoid misunderstanding. Active listening also help build trust and also improve relationship between the individuals. Next up, for the theory of effective communication. Communication may appear simple, but it is actually complex because it involves understanding between individuals. And communication also is meaningful only when both the sender and the receiver share the same understanding of the message. One of the earliest theories is Shannon and Weaver model, which explain communication as a process involving a sender, message, channel, and also receiver, and also noise. Noise refers to anything that disrupt the message, such as language problem, emotional issues, and also distraction. Another theory is Berlow's SMCR model, which is include S source, M message, C channel, and also R receiver. This model highlight the importance of communication skills, knowledge, attitude, and also culture when delivering a message. Next, the transactional model of communication explains that communication is a continuous two-way process where individuals send and receive message simultaneously through words, tone of voice, and our body language. These theories help us explain how communication works and why misunderstandings sometimes can occur. Next, for the definition and conceptual, effective communication refers to the process of sending and receiving message clearly so that the intended message or meaning is understood. Communication is not only about words but also includes our tone of voice, our body language, and also emotions. When communication is effective, it helps build our trust, improve relationship between individuals, and also reduce conflict. Next, intercultural communication refers to communication between individuals from different cultural backgrounds. These cultural differences may involve our language, belief, our traditions, and also our values. Because cultural influence how people think and also behave, misunderstanding may occur during intercultural communication also. Therefore, cultural awareness and also respect are also important to ensure the effective interaction in diverse environments. Next, for the communication barriers, are the factors that interrupt or prevent messages from being clearly understood. Example, including language differences, emotional stress, cultural misunderstanding, noise, and also unclear messages. These barriers may lead to confusion, mistake, and also conflict. Understanding and reducing these barriers is important for us to improve communication effectiveness. Lastly, for the conceptual and definition, listening skills. Listening skills refers to the ability to receive, understand, and respond to the messages accurately. Active listening involves paying attention, understanding the speaker's message, and also providing an appropriate responses. And good listening skills also help us build trust, improve relationship, and also reduce misunderstanding. These are my research framework for this research methodology, and this research framework shows the relationship between the variables in the study. In this research, effective communication is the dependent variable, while the independent variables are intercultural communication, communication barriers, and also listening skills. These four variables are analyzed to determine how they influence effective communication. Next, I will explain about chapter 3, which is the research methodology. This chapter explains the method that will be used to conduct this research. For the research design, this research uses a quantitative research method and a simple random sampling. Quantitative research focuses on collecting numerical data and also analyzing the relationship between the variables. This method is suitable for the study because it allows the researcher to measure how the independent variables influence effective communication. And the population chosen for the study is the public servants at Pejabat Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri Pulau Pinang (PSUKPP), and it consists of 619 public servants. From this population, respondents also will be selected using random sampling, and this means every individual in the population has an equal chance of being selected as a participant. So, the data will be collected using a structured questionnaire, And the questionnaire consists of several sections, including the demographic information such as name, your age, and also level of education. Then, effective communication, intercultural communication, communication barriers, and lastly, listening skills. The responses will be measured using a Likert scale from 1 to 5, where respondents indicate their level of agreement with each of the statement given. That is all from me. Thank you for listening.